Let me warn you right from the beginning, this is a soapbox video where I'm just going to bitch about something for about 5 minutes. And what I'm going to bitch about are these things. This is a microwave oven transformer and we've been doing a few projects with it. There's a meme going around at the moment that these things are dangerous, and in a certain sense they are. And that meme probably comes up because I think it's this year 33 people have killed themselves trying to do fractal wood burning using one of these things. And what you get is invariably a small cadre of people who say something like, "You're stupid to do that because it'll kill you. It's dangerous and it'll kill you." That, to my mind, is the dumbest thing you can say. It's the dumbest thing you can say because it doesn't contain any information whatsoever. And you say it, and people will fall into two groups. There'll be the group of people who believe you and are just scared of something like that. And then there'll be the group of people, just like me, who don't believe a word you say. The problem with the people who don't believe a word you say is they're going to go right ahead and try it. And with a sentence like "don't do that, it'll kill you," there's no information. Exactly how will that kill you? I mean, you can see me, look at it. I'm holding it, I'm touching the terminals, I'm resting on it. It's clearly not killing me. So this thing won't kill you unless you do something. And what is it that you need to avoid doing? Of course, in something like "don't do that, it'll kill you," it doesn't give you that information. So that group of people who believe you, they'll just be terrified of it and they won't go near it. And what you're doing is you're raising the stress levels in a society that already has such high stress levels that the suicide rate is shooting up through the roof. And you're contributing to it when you say something like that. When you say something like that, you're contributing to stupid behaviour. You're not helping stupid behaviour. And the reason you're not helping is because you're not giving any information. What is it about this? Because clearly this won't kill you. Unless, of course, you drop it on your head because it's pretty weighty, okay? If you can give information on that, then you're helping. Just to say something like "don't do that, it'll kill you," is no help at all. Now, the chances are the reason people say it like that is because they don't actually understand themselves. They've heard the meme, they don't know themselves, and so they just repeat it without thinking. That is a dangerous and stupid act. Find out what it is about this that will kill you. I mean, it's a transformer. Sitting on the bench here, it doesn't do anything. If I plug it in, then it becomes dangerous. Oh yeah. There's 120, 240 volts going in. There's 2,000 volts coming out. So if you're going to saw this apart from to get the coils out of it, then try not to plug it in while you're doing that. Doesn't that seem a stupid bit of advice? But that's it. Don't plug it in. And then, no, it's not dangerous. Take care of the weight, which you can feel, but there's nothing dangerous about that. You plug it in, it becomes dangerous. It's a bit like a gun. If you've got a gun sitting on the bench, there's nothing dangerous particularly about it. Unless you put a bullet in it and point it at people, then it's singularly the most dangerous thing that exists on our planet. It's the same thing with this. This just sits on the bench doing jack unless I plug it in. It's like a toaster. I wouldn't stick a knife in a toaster because I know it's dangerous, and it's dangerous because it's plugged in. If the toaster isn't plugged in, well, you can put anything you like in there, including your tongue if you can get it in there. Same thing with this. Nothing dangerous about that. And of course, people will say, well, in itself, yeah, you're right, Rob, that's what you're right. But people will plug it in, and yeah, they do. But they should inform themselves. And if they haven't informed themselves, you should inform them. Just to say that's dangerous is no information. If you inform people, then they'll know how they can handle it. I'm going to do a video on making a fractal burner in a safe way, because it's stunningly easy to do, like all these things are stunningly easy to do, if you know. So explain what it is you mean. Tell people about why it's dangerous. And they'll say, oh, don't take the cover off a microwave. Why ever not? If you take a cover on a microwave, you will find a dangerous bit in that microwave, and there it is. It's the microwave's capacitor. This thing, it's a capacitor, so it'll go up to 2,000 volts because it takes its output from here. And it will retain some of that charge for a brief period of time. So if you take the top of a microwave and you've just had it plugged in, that will have charge in it. And that will be dangerous. So now you know the dangerous bit. It's that bit there. They always look the same. They're slightly different sizes, but it's that bit there that's the dangerous bit. Now you see I'm holding it, so it's clearly not all of that bit that's the dangerous bit. See those big black plastic lugs there? They're the dangerous bit. That's why they're big plastic lugs, to stop you sticking your fingers on them. Because the actual dangerous bit is right in there, those terminals. You don't touch those terminals or the wires coming out of them, then there's no danger at all involved in these things. If you go sticking your fingers in there, yeah, it's gonna hurt, okay? You may not do it twice because it's gonna hurt. And that's if the thing has just been plugged in. If you get an old microwave off the tip that's been laying on the tip for about a year or so, then these things actually have a resistor in them, a bleed resistor. And it bleeds down the charge. Now you can't 100% rely on that, but it does do it. If you're going to handle these things, then wear gloves. Touch only one terminal at a time. Don't bridge the terminals. When you've got it out, or even before you get it out, bridge the terminals with something sturdy and well insulated, or give an almighty crack, and it'll discharge itself. It'll scare the bejesus out of you, I promise you. But it will discharge. But you do that with a little metal bridge, great big rubber handle, standing somewhere dry, wearing some thick rubber gloves, and don't touch it with both hands. You get your discharge probe, stick it in there, get your crack, and then that is super safe. If you don't do that, then you need to handle it with due care and attention, and that means not sticking your fingers in there, or pliers, or a knife, and then you're going to be okay. So, this thing is dangerous if it is charged and you touch both terminals at the same time, or the wires coming out of those terminals. So, don't. And it's saying there's no danger whatsoever once it's in this form. You pull it out, disconnect this with a pair of pliers, one terminal at a time, not by sticking them in there, by taking those off there, then you'll be able to extract that perfectly safely, and there's no danger whatsoever involved in it. And that's what I mean about information. You give information, then you help those people who don't believe a damn thing that you're saying. You help them do something safe. You help them to investigate their world that they're clearly not afraid of, without actually killing themselves, which is the more responsible, more useful thing to do. Just saying don't do it, well, that doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help those people who aren't going to listen to you, and there's quite a lot of people like that, like me. And it doesn't help those people who are going to listen to you. And it betrays the fact you haven't actually bothered to look into it anyway, so you basically don't know what you're talking about when you say such stuff. Anyway, I thought I would stand on the soapbox for a moment or two there, because it does drive me slightly potty that people don't think. They don't look something through. They don't inform themselves. They hear a meme. They think it's a terrible thing, which it is, okay? And then they go right off and repeat it without thinking. Anyway, I thought I would share those ideas with you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I sincerely hope it was helpful, particularly people who want to give this a go. If you want to give things a go, the key to it really is to inform yourself. Find out how you handle them safely. And even if you're afraid of it and wish that you could give it a go, at least inform yourself so you know how to handle these things and where the real dangers are. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to like and subscribe.